Hi everyone, I'm Dave Levine. I'm a leadership coach and the host of the Sports Stories podcast. Thanks very much for joining me for today's Sports Stories snapshot. The theme for today is care, and care's a short word, but actually it has a really big meaning and a big presence in the work that I do and how I conduct myself. And there's a couple of reasons why I brought care as the theme today. One of them is because the care is a key part of one of my favourite quotes by whether Theodore Rooservelt or John Maxwell have both used a similar quote, and it says, "Nobody really cares what you know until they know that you care." And that's a real fundamental principle to the work that I do in terms of if I really go out there as a leadership coach, as a podcast host, is to show that I care about the person that I'm talking to, then they're more likely to listen to me. And it's a fundamental principle that underpins what I do and how I do it, and I believe it's something that I really help others do as well, because for me that's a key ingredient to two-way communications, to collaboration, to networking, to engaging with other people in going on a journey somewhere. So care is a really key part. Now, a couple of stories why it's big for me today. I'm going to bring in the idea of talking about some real personal stuff, family stuff, because I also believe that what I do in work and how I turn up in the work world is the same me back in the family space. And today I'm taking my mother to hospital, who's been diagnosed with a serious illness, for a scan, and it's really hit home to me about the care that I'm showing to her and need to show to her. There's not often that I think about putting work before family, because family is actually a real key ingredient and value of mine. So care in the family space and how I demonstrate that with my family and my extended family is really, really important to me. So after I've finished off on this short podcast, I'll be heading off and looking after my mother and showing how I care there. And it's really made me think this morning a little bit around, the work again that I do and the clients that I work with. And there's a theme going through today and yesterday in terms of actually really caring and showing how I turn up. And it's made me consider what is it that shows that you care, and a key attribute, skill, behaviour for me is about listening. It's about really listening and hearing where people are at and engaging, and it touches on the idea of some emotional intelligence as well as just understanding where people are at and giving the space and the time to listen and therefore support in the right way. And I don't mean support in a way of just always doing for people, but helping them find ways to do for themselves. So my challenge to you would always be, where does care sit on your kind of continuum of support? How important is it? And also, how do you show you care with the people that you work with? Because if they know that you care, they might care what you know, and therefore listen to you and go with you on a journey. And I think that's, as I said, a real key kind of component to a two-way relationship that's really beneficial, productive, and can also be really performance related. So thanks for indulging me today and hearing what I have to say and me bringing a little bit of my personal stuff. But it's a key tenet again in terms of I bring myself from home and to work, and whatever's going on in one environment impacts on another. And I think that's really important for me to put across, but also for you to think about how you turn up in different worlds, because there's only one of you. So thanks for today. Look forward for you joining me again pretty soon. Please drop me a line either through the website or on social media. It'd be great for you to follow and contact with me, and go away and really notice how care plays out in your world today. Thanks, and I'll see you again soon.